How can we find out what functions are built into Python? How can we find out what arguments we need to pass and what kind of answer it would give? We can find out which built-in functions are available by using another built-in function named dir, namely directory. First, however, I'm going to import built-in. Now let's use dir. Nope. And I'm going to ask it to tell me about built-in. Here we go. That is a long list. Let's ignore most of this and focus on those names that have lowercase letters. So we're going to ignore all of this stuff. Okay, and we're just going to focus on this section, which are lowercase letters. We can see that max is there. So is another function called abs. We can use the built-in function help to find out more about abs. We'll call help passing abs as the argument to the function. And we get back a description of abs. Let's see if we can go down. Okay. We can see that abs takes one argument, and that argument is a number. And that it will, according to this symbol, which means return, it will return another number. It's going to return the absolute value of the argument. Let's give it a try. When we call abs, we need to pass a numeric argument. Okay, it's a little hard to see. So I am going to restart the shell. That didn't work. I'm going to close the shell and start it up again. Okay, so let's use abs, and we're going to put in a number. Let's pass a float. Let's say negative 5.4. And I hit enter and I get positive 5.4. As before, ignore that long string of decimal places. Let's pass an int. Abs, negative 6. Abs, 6. So when we pass a float argument, we get a floating point result, and when we pass an int, we get an int result. Now we'll use help to learn more about one of the other built-in functions named pow. We'll pass pow as the argument to help get the description. Okay. We can see from this description that pow has two arguments, x and y. The third argument is inside square brackets, indicating that it's an optional argument. That is optional. That means when we call pow, we need to call it with at least 2, but if we want 3 arguments. Pow will then return a number. Let's call pow with 2 arguments, 2 and 5. Okay, now if we look at this, we'll see it gives us x to the power y. Okay, there we go, 32. This is equivalent to the exponent 2 to the 5th power. Using the exponentiating operator to calculate to the power of 5. But you can see that we used the help function on another built-in function pow to find out what it did.